Every human life begins with one extraordinary person, a mother. From the moment she starts carrying a child, her body changes in ways his never will. 9 months, morning sickness, exhaustion that doesn't lift, back pain that doesn't quit, nights without sleep, and for some, complications that put her life on the line. Across history, this has been the price of bringing new life into the world. Somewhere, that price could one day be rewritten. Imagine an artificial womb, a sealed, fluid-filled environment that mimics the conditions of the uterus, paired with an artificial placenta that delivers oxygen and nutrients the way a mother's body would. Every heartbeat continuously monitored, every nutrient precisely controlled. A level of continuous monitoring no human team could sustain. Not long ago, an idea like this belonged almost entirely to the realm of imagination. Today, it's becoming a serious area of scientific research. In labs, scientists have already kept premature lambs alive in such systems, their tiny bodies continuing to develop outside the mother. That's why researchers are excited. It's an active area of study today, and the scientists asking these questions aren't trying to replace motherhood. They're trying to protect it. Specifically, to give extremely premature babies a bridge to survival they don't have today. Giving life should never mean risking the life of the one who gives it. That's the line this documentary walks. Throughout civilization, one truth held firm. Every human life began in the same place, the mother's womb. Empires rose and fell. Medicine advanced. Technology rewrote the rules of nearly everything else. The process of gestation itself never changed. Doctors got better at watching it, at catching problems earlier, at making birth safer. But no one changed where life grew, or how it was nurtured before that first breath. The womb stayed exactly what it's always been, the most sophisticated life support system nature ever built. Now, for the first time, researchers believe that could change. Advances in artificial intelligence, tissue engineering, and biotechnology are beginning to make it possible to explore technologies designed to work alongside the human body rather than replace it. Not to replace a mother, to back her up. Expecting a baby gets called beautiful. And it is. It's also brutal. From the earliest weeks of pregnancy, a woman's body begins to transform. As the months pass, her heart pumps more blood than ever before. Her hormones surge and shift. Nearly every organ adapts to support one more heartbeat. Sleep disappears. Exhaustion sets in early and doesn't leave. For some, it's worse. Preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, sudden hemorrhage, labor that starts weeks too soon. These conditions can appear with almost no warning, and they can kill. Even in the best hospitals in the world, maternal care still demands relentless watching, tireless attention, and unavoidable risk. And the toll isn't only physical. It's the fear for the baby, the financial weight, the sleepless nights that have nothing to do with the baby kicking. This isn't a system failing. It's biology at its limit, asking the human body to do one of the hardest things it was ever built to do. Which is exactly why scientists are now pursuing a harder goal, making this safer without taking away what makes it extraordinary. For decades, medicine has made pregnancy safer than it's ever been. Ultrasound lets doctors watch a baby grow, week by week. Imaging catches abnormalities earlier than ever before. Emergency C-sections save lives in minutes. NICUs give babies born too soon a fighting chance. But medicine can respond to complications. It cannot always stop them from happening. That limitation is now pulling scientists, engineers, and physicians into territory medicine has never seriously explored, preventing a crisis before it begins. Artificial intelligence, biotechnology, and early-stage artificial womb research are converging around one goal: protecting the most fragile newborns and reducing the dangers of pregnancy. Here, established science begins to meet future possibility, and it could be leading medicine somewhere no generation has gone before. But safer pregnancies are only part of the story. If intelligent systems can change how babies are born, they may also change how medicine itself thinks. Until now, every medical decision depended on human experience. A doctor examining symptoms, reading test results, drawing on years of training. That process is starting to shift. While a doctor studies one chart at a time, an AI can compare millions of medical records in seconds. finding patterns no human mind could realistically search alone. Future systems may become even better at spotting connections too small, too complex, or too scattered for any one person to catch. Researchers envision a future where an algorithm compares a baby's heartbeat against millions of previous pregnancies in seconds, identifying subtle warning signs long before conventional monitoring would. That's not a distant hope. Early versions of technologies like this are already being tested in some hospitals, and researchers believe future systems could become far more capable. If artificial intelligence can help protect a patient before a crisis begins, prenatal care may become one of the most data-driven fields in medicine. A healthy pregnancy can turn dangerous in hours. A rise in blood pressure, a drop in oxygen, a subtle change in fetal movement. Often the earliest warning signs are so small, they go unnoticed until the situation becomes critical. This is where today's research could become tomorrow's reality. Digital twins of unborn babies, living simulations built from real-time data, could let doctors test how a baby might respond to treatment before ever administering it. Smart biosensors, worn like a patch, could feed a constant stream of vitals to an AI that never sleeps and never blinks. Some researchers are even exploring AI-designed nutrient regimens, tailored to a single pregnancy's exact biochemistry, and early artificial placenta prototypes built to support babies born at the very edge of viability. Even if these technologies become reality, they wouldn't replace a doctor's judgment. Instead, they could give that judgment a longer runway, sometimes weeks instead of hours, to act. Every major medical breakthrough changes more than healthcare. It changes how people live. If AI and advanced reproductive technologies become part of pregnancy, the effects could spill past the delivery room into families, hospitals, workplaces, and entire healthcare systems. Parents could experience the journey as one shaped by continuous insight rather than uncertainty alone. Doctors could work alongside systems capable of tracking thousands of biological changes at once, while medical decisions stay firmly in human hands. Hospitals would need new standards, new training, forms of prenatal care that don't exist in today's maternity wards, and society would face questions with no easy answers. The central challenge will be whether these tools become part of a universal standard of care or remain a privilege reserved for those who can afford it. The future of motherhood may not be about replacing one role with another. It may be about expanding how mothers, families, and medicine work together to give every child the strongest possible start. Every technological leap brings a second wave, the ethical one. If artificial intelligence becomes part of human reproduction, the conversation won't stay in laboratories and hospitals. It could reach courtrooms, government offices, places of worship, and family dinner tables. Governments would likely have to write laws for technologies with no historical precedent. Regulators would likely need safety standards. Ethics committees would likely weigh benefits against risks that may not be fully understood for years. Cost could become its own battleground. If advanced reproductive care is expensive, it could widen the healthcare gap that already exists, unless it's treated less like a luxury and more like a public good. Some people would welcome these advances as the next natural step in medicine. Others would question how much technology should touch the earliest moments of human existence. There may never be one answer that satisfies everyone, because this was never only a debate about artificial intelligence. It's about trust. In medicine, in technology, and ultimately, in the choices humanity makes about its own future. The first changes could begin long before a baby entered the world. Families would feel pregnancy differently. Fewer anxious waits between appointments, earlier warnings, more confidence that both mother and baby were being watched by systems built to notice what humans might miss.
The baby's heart rate is
If that
very
happened across a
strong.
generation, the numbers could begin to shift. Fewer complications, healthier newborns, lower infant mortality. Robots may one day assist neonatal surgery with a steadiness no human hand can sustain for hours on end. Lab-grown organ support could give the most fragile infants a bridge they don't have today. None of it arrives without responsibility. When technology touches the very origin of life, there is little room for error, and every breakthrough would need to meet the highest standards of safety and oversight.
Everything looks absolutely
The first life
perfect
this
with your
technology
baby.
could truly
Thank you so
transform
much,
may be the
Doctor.
one that hasn't been born yet. Since the earliest humans, that has never changed. That may soon begin to change. Each generation inherits the discoveries of the one before it. Fire transformed survival. Electricity transformed civilization. The internet transformed how we connect. This may transform how we begin. Whether these systems eliminate preventable complications, make childbirth measurably safer, or simply give doctors a longer warning before disaster, no one knows exactly where the path leads. But the decisions made over the next few decades wouldn't just shape healthcare. They could reshape what it means to start a human life. Somewhere in a laboratory, an algorithm is learning to read a heartbeat. Somewhere inside a research center, a team is testing tissue that has never existed before. Somewhere inside a hospital, a mother is being watched more closely than any mother in history. The next chapter may not be written by biology alone. It may be written by biology and intelligence, working side by side. And whether we welcome that or fear it, the future of birth may be closer than we ever imagined. It has already entered the conversation. The first heartbeat of the next generation may still begin with a mother, but the future protecting that heartbeat could look unlike anything humanity has ever known. If you enjoyed this documentary, subscribe and join us as we explore the technologies shaping tomorrow's world. Because the future of humanity isn't just being imagined, it's already being built.